Welcome to the webcast Inflation Japan, No Blueprint for the West. There hasn't been any significant inflation in Japan for years. That is remarkable. After all, the central banks have been buying massive amounts of government bonds, but the equivalent of these purchases did not enter the real economy. Instead, banks simply replaced bonds with more central bank deposits. They hardly made any more loans, but this is the only way to get more money into circulation, which can push up inflation. But there is a second factor to explain low inflation in Japan: China and other Asian countries. Japanese companies have invested massively in foreign Asian production facilities and relocated jobs away from Japan. Accordingly, wages and prices in Japan have hardly risen. But Japan's experience does not mean that inflation in the Eurozone will remain low as well. Japan has no lead time. Rather, the major central banks launched their large-scale bond purchases at roughly the same time. It is not possible to draw conclusions about future developments in the Eurozone from low Japanese inflation. Regarding the Eurozone, there are strong arguments that inflation will pick up significantly in perhaps 4 or 5 years' time. First, the ECB is under huge political pressure and will continue to pursue a loose monetary policy. Second, the share of the working-age population is falling in many regions of the world. This makes labor scarcer and argues for more strongly rising wages and prices. At least in the longer term, inflation risks are significant.